Hello everyone. Thought I'd throw one more video out here before I head up to Virginia. This week is my birthday, but my family, my wonderful family who know me so well, went out and surprised me with a pre-birthday gift. And they know that this old boy still loves his toys. So what did they get? Actually got me something that's been on my bucket list for a long time, but just couldn't pull the trigger on it. So what'd they get me? They got me the new, it's the DJI Mini 2 drone. This is the Fly More combo. And I'll explain that real quick. This particular drone came out at the end of 2020. I think it was released in November of 2020. So there's tons of videos on this, tons of things you can look through, all the specs and all that. And as a matter of fact, I think in a couple days, a few days, according to the websites and all, they're going to be coming out with a Mini 3. But I'll get into that in a minute also. First of all, this is the combo packet. This is the Fly More combo, which means that not only you get the drone, but you get a lot of extra stuff with it. So opening up, first of all, I threw some stuff in there. It has a charging cord charging cord. It has, because it's the Fly More combo, it has a battery charging block here, or where you put your batteries in to charge it up, and you hook your USB cord to that. But it came with 3 of these, what they call intelligent batteries. But all of them can fit in here. As you can see, right now I think they're all blinking. All 3 batteries are charged up. Not only that, it comes with the control. The actual drone is right here. It comes with a little protective device that goes around it. When you first get it, you pull these out from the side, the props, and there's two that come up from the bottom. So that is the little baby right there. And in the front, it has a protective gimbal protector that has the camera. And the stabilization on this is phenomenal. This thing is fantastic. I love it. In the very back is where you put your batteries. It also is where you put your disc, and it did not come with it, so you have to go out and get that. It also has a USB cord charge thing there where you can actually charge the battery up while it's inside there. On the bottom, it has the on-off switch, and in the back you can push this and you can actually download your videos immediately from the drone into your device, your camera or your phone. And that's all through, when you first get it, you got to get the DJI Fly app. So you download that on your phone in order to use it. And I'll get into that more later. But this little guy right here, and actually when you don't have to register it because it's under 250 grams. It's actually 249 grams. That's with the battery and everything in it. So it doesn't have to be registered, but you do have to follow FAA protocols and rules and regulations, and there's quite a few of them. And I'm going to show you some apps that I found out about that you can take and go to them to find out exactly where you can fly a drone, where you cannot, and what some of the rules and regulations. I won't get into a lot in detail, but this little guy, I actually named it Sparky. His name is Sparky. When I was in the Navy, I was a radioman in the Navy, and you get these little, your rating, the designation, you have these little sparks on, at least they used to anyway. And I was a radioman, and the nickname of a radioman is Sparky. So I thought that was appropriate for this little drone. So with that, got the controller, got the actual drone, I've got the extra batteries, and upper pocket. Comes with this case, by the way. It's really nice with all the compartments in it. But in this upper pocket, it comes with a bunch of new propellers, extra propellers, and it also has a little screwdriver, wherever that is in here. Oh yeah, a little specialty screwdriver to take those on and off. I keep a a card reader in there just so I can download if I want to download from my SD card into my my phone. If I do that, or I can go directly from the drone into it. So it comes with all that extra stuff. There's a safety protocol and a pre-flight thing that you can do on the drone to make sure all these things are done. For example, make sure you take that gimbal protector off on the camera. Make sure your propellers are tight. Make sure your return to home distances are set up. You can set them all up prior to even flying the drone, or you can also adjust all that while the drone's in the air also. It just sits there in a neutral position, just hovers, and you can go into the app, the Dji Fly app, and just go, there's three little things up in the right hand corner. You hit them and you can scroll through all the settings in it. You can also go from auto on the camera to manual, and which is really nice because DJI, you can actually buy neutral density, the ND filters for the lens itself, so you can go into a manual control and you can change your iOS settings, you can change your shutter speeds, different things in that to make it a more cinematic look on your photograph. You have three. You have your Sin, you've got your normal, and you got your sport. And on the sport, this is, by the way, over here, return to home, and this is your power button. These are your toggles. So in the sport, I haven't used that because it makes it go really fast. I don't want to go really fast. I guess this drone can fly up to 30 some miles an hour when it's in the sport. In normal, it's, you know, you'll fly it out, it'd be like in the 20s if you want to go that fast. And in the cinematic one, you can use different things to make it look more nice and cool pictures and videos and all that. I got to play with all that. So, and these quick shots, man, I want to play with those. And that's it. The battery life per battery is right around 31 minutes. The distance is fantastic. You can send this out forever. I prefer to keep it in line of sight. Most of the rules and regulations tell you to keep it in line of sight, but if you don't, I mean, it can go a lot further. I've seen actual videos where they've sent them out a couple miles out and then actually a couple miles back. I think it was like 4 miles. And the height, I mean, it just can go up forever. I use the 400 rule. I don't go up usually more than 400 feet. I don't find that to be necessary. 3 or 4 days, they're coming out with the DJI Mini 3. And I'll tell you what the difference is. The Mini 3 is going to have a 1/1.3-inch CMOS sensor. This has a 1/2.3. I don't care. I don't even know what that is. The 3 is going to have f.17, a little bit larger aperture. The gimbal is tilted at an angle that allows you to shoot upwards. Now, the Mini 2 can shoot upwards. You just have to go into the DJI Fly app and go into one of the settings, and you can make it where it can go up and down. Now, you can control that. There's parts of the on the control, take your gimbal and your camera and shoot down, shoot up, look side, look all over the place with it, with just that control. The new 3 is going to support vertical mode. I guess this doesn't have it. I guess since I don't have it, I don't, you know, I'm new at this. I'm just coming to this. You guys all have had drones out there. I'm one step of putting a camera up on a kite. So, you know, bear with me on this. I'm going to actually go take the FAA Part 107 commercial flight license. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm in the real estate business, so I want to take pictures of residents' homes, and I can also do it for other realtors and actually charge them with that commercial license. And it gives you the opportunity, and I'll explain that on some of these apps, to be able to go and use it more than just the recreational one. The new one is going to have a 3-directional obstacle avoidance. This doesn't. But like I said before, when you get the right height and you are in control of your drone, I'm not going to fly it somewhere where I'm not worried about if it's going to hit an obstacle. I guess it's something nice to have, but I really don't. It doesn't mean anything. You can go in there and you can put grids on the Mini 2. You can have a square grid, you can have the grids go this way, and you also can have a little X that marks a spot in the middle. So if you put all 3 grids up on there, you can actually control this to go under bridges, between trees, and do all that. So obstacle avoidance, I don't care. The active track mode. Now, you see on drones sometimes, people are walking or they're driving and that drone will follow them wherever they go. That I like. But there are some third-party apps out there. One is called Litchi, L-I-T-C-H-I. I don't know how good it is, but I guess that allows, if you use that app, you can use the active track mode. Now, I really don't care about that either, because you can do these quick shots with this, that you can make the drone go up and it'll show where you are and it goes around in a circle and it views you. So, or you can be in your vehicle or something. See, with my van, I want to have it follow the van and stuff like that in open areas. I could sit in there, or I can, if Nancy's driving, or I can just have it follow me behind me. I'll work that out. I really don't care about that, but that is a nice option on it. The new 3 is going to have an 03 transmission system. This has an 02, and I'll tell you that transmission is accurate. My God, I'll send this thing way out, and it's so responsive with the transmission. The actual antenna is on the top of where you put your phone in, and there's one little leg that comes down where the antenna is on that. And first of all, in line of sight, it's just right on, spot on when it comes to using it. The new remote controller with a built-in screen. Now, let me tell you about that. The new Mini 3, you're not going to have to use your phone. There's going to be a screen at a price that you can just use on the screen. So, and talking about the price, the difference between the 3 and this 2 is the whole combo. At the time I'm making this video, this Fly More combo is $599.99. I don't know why everybody wants to charge $600. It seems like a Duplex 10 is $600, a GoPro is $600. I don't know. Why do they do that? Everything's $600. But this new Mini 3, just this part is going to come at $699, plus they say import fees. I don't know what that is. If you want the Fly More combo without the screen in the controller, it's going to be $949. Now, if you want everything, it's going to be $1,249. So it's twice the price for these few options that you get on the Mini 3. Now, anybody has owned one of these probably is, salivating over the new Mini 3 because of all these different things. I'm new to this, like I said, so I really don't care. If I was to go ahead and change this out to the new Mini 3, I could buy this by itself and still use my controller, but it'll still cost me $700 for this particular one. And I can still use the batteries. So that's it, guys. I'm so excited. This is going to be an upgrade to my videos. I'm going to be able to do some drone shots like all you professional guys out there. You know who you are. And we should see. I love it. I mean, this thing is like artificial intelligence to me. This thing is so smart and it's so user-friendly. There's 2 ways to start it. You can pull the 2 levers down and it'll start and you just go up. Or you can do what they call, on the left on the controller, there's an automatic start. You hit that and a little circle appears, you hold it, you let go of it, and it goes up to about 7-8 feet, and it just sits there and waits for you to tell it what it needs to do. And it'll just sit there until the battery runs out. You've got on the left, you've got your elevation, go up and down, and you yaw, which means that it'll turn around, and the gimbal works great. There's no shaking, there's no vibration, and it goes around and around. The right-hand one moves it forward, moves it back, moves it to the left, moves it to the right. Easy. When you let go of everything, it just sits there in a neutral position, waiting for you to tell it what to do or show it what to do. There's a RTH thing, it's called return to home. When the battery starts to run low, it's going to alert you on your phone. So make sure you have your audio up on your phone to say battery low, and it'll be on the screen too. You want to return to home. Well, if it's in the line of sight and you're pretty close, you may want to cancel that just for a little bit because you'll see that you'll have some battery left. Or anytime that you feel like you want this drone to return to home, you would hit that right button, that button on the left-hand side of the controller, and this drone will turn around no matter where it is and return to home. It'll also emergency land if it runs out of batteries, wherever it is, it'll land, and it has Go Find My Drone on it, which I'll never use, and I hope I never have to use that, God forbid, to go find the drone. I'll always make sure that I'll know where this drone is and follow all the FAA regulations and all the heights and everything like that. I'm just going to use it for some YouTube videos and be really safe with it and try not to break it and crash it. So thankfully, I think I'll go do that FAA course. That'll help me with the rules and regs. It won't really help me so much with flying the drone, mechanics of it, but that's all right here, and a lot of practice in an open field and areas, you'll be fine with it. So anyway, guys, I'll show you some of these apps that I use and maybe a couple of my first times I put it up here over my yard with Nancy and I were looking at it. And I'll go through that, and stay tuned for our trip up there in Virginia. Like I said, we're going to be hiking in this particular area, and then Saturday, all of us plus everybody's going to be at Trail Days in Damascus, and that should be a lot of fun. So I will see you then, and thanks for following Walker's World, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye. Anyway, guys, these are some of the apps that I use. First of all, this first one right here is the Dji app. Once your drone is hooked up, that will be the app you go to. My drone isn't hooked up right now, so I can't really explain that. But as I said, I am not a pro on all this, so please go to some YouTube videos or go check out these apps yourselves. Pretty much any of you guys out there that own a drone know more than I do right now. So that's the Go Fly app, and let me go back to some of the other ones. The one that I really like a lot it's called Before You Fly app. And what this does is, let me go into it real quick. So this app shows you approximately where I am, and it tells me that I am clear for takeoff and there's no active advisories. If you were to look, there's a circle here where there's a little blue-gray area. Now, if I want to fly over there, you can see that there's some controlled airspace, and there's all sorts of, let me show you here some more of these heading up the coast. Now, if you look at this is up towards Vero Beach. Now we're getting into some areas up in Melbourne, and then, let me see if I can get this a little smaller here. We can get up here, and that is Cape Canaveral area. Another one I like is Air Map, and this is Air Map. And again, this will show you where I am in location of this map, and it also will show you this. You can see there's Witham Field. That is a small airport here in Martin County, Florida. And it shows that we can't fly there. You can see that there's zeros, then it goes 100 elevation. Then I guess you could file a flight plan to go over in this area. But if you notice, it's like 400 feet, 300 feet, 200 feet, etc. So check out some of these apps. Let me show you one more. This app here, guys, is, in my opinion, the best one. And it's when you go to the other apps and you want to fly in some kind of restricted zone area, it'll take you to this. So let me show you the beauty of this app. It's called Aloft. And as you can see, at the bottom of this app, it gives you the temperature today, 82 degrees there. We got a 10-mile-an-hour wind from the east. This is pre-flight. Say I want to add. Okay, let's see, add. Okay, here we go. Let's request an LAA Lance authorization, which is the airloft. And I want to go over here, there. So it's telling me that this is latitude, blah, blah, blah. It's a forecast, whatever this means. So let's just hit that and see where that takes us. Okay, so permissible altitude for 400 feet authorization. Let's go to more and auto approval available up to that and get authorization. So let's say get authorization. Okay, there you go. I'm not a Part 107 commercial. I'm a recreational, so I'll go to recreation. And I'm not going to go any further with this because I'm not doing it, but you verify your phone number and you continue on. So I'm just going to cancel this request. And but you can see from there that that's how you would file a flight plan in this controlled airspace. So again, guys, these are the apps I use. Check them out. They're all free. Go to your app store, and this is before you fly. The Aloft, the Air Map, and of course the DJI Fly, which you need in order to fly your drone with the Mini 2. So check them out. Thank you.